Hey everybody, are you ready to try Lucky 7 for the first time? Let's go. Hey everybody, this is Mark from Northwest Bourbon. Thank you for joining me for this whiskey quickie fresh crack bottle review. This will be the first time I've ever tried Lucky 7, but I saw this one online and it was $110. Don't tell the wife.
You've got to ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky?
And I saw it was a double oaked product, finished in toasted barrels at 119 proof, and it's a single barrel pick. And I got a little excited because that sounds like my flavor profile preference. Sounds delicious.
Luck be a lady tonight.
So let's get this cracked open and see what we think. Ooh, nice cork pop. All right, we are going to pour the first pour into the Affinity bottle, and the second pour we are going to review with you. All right, let's get the cork on there. We've got that sitting in the glass. It's going to breathe for a minute while we read what's going on this bottle. All right, from the top to the bottom, it has got a Lucky 7 on the cork. It's got a nice shaped bottle, very wide, stout, stands out on the shelf. This looks different than everything else. There's a label that says single barrel just below the neckband, right on the collar of the bottle. It says Lucky 7, Curators of Fine Spirits, limited showing. And on this bottom label that's shaped like an old movie ticket, the Holiday Toast, starring Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Double oak, finished in toasted new American oak barrels, 750 milliliters, SB number 28, I'm assuming that means single barrel, 59.5%, 119 proof. And up here on the top you can see there is a single barrel pick sticker from Sealbacks. On the back of the label it says Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, distilled in Kentucky, bottled by Bardstown Bourbon Company. Now those two things being separate, distilled in Kentucky, bottled by Bardstown Bourbon Company, makes me think some of this might be sourced. So if any of you guys out there know more about the juice inside of here, even the mash bill, please put it in the comments below. But that's definitely a gorgeous bottle. Now we have let this sit and breathe for a couple minutes in the glass. It has a beautiful, nice, dark, rich color to it. It looks amazing. Let's see if it's amazing on the nose. All right, the first thing that came to mind when I smelled it was graham crackers. And then I got a bit of ethanol on the nose. Then we're getting into some vanilla and some oak. But I can smell the proof on it. It might have been better if I let it sit for even a few more minutes than we did, for more of that ethanol vapor to burn off. So I'm not getting as much of the proof on the nose. Well, let's go into the palate. Cheers. See if this was worth $100.
Now you have to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punks?
It's really light and sweet on the front of the palate. It doesn't stay in the front of the palate very long. It moves back to the back of the palate and gives you a rush of flavor. A lot of wood notes on the middle of the tongue. There's so much barrel char in the back of the palate, it almost turns bitter. The finish is pretty long. I'm getting a nice finish here. I did feel like I got a lot of barrel char on that first sip. And so let's get into a second sip now that my mouth kind of knows it's whiskey time. Cheers. Now I can honestly say I thought it was going to be a little bit sweeter, because when I think of double barreled, especially if it's toasted, like with the Elijah Craig toasted or the 1910 or Woodford double oaked, I'm thinking graham crackers, chocolate, marshmallows, you know, you got a whole s'mores in a glass type of sweetness going on, but all those are much lower proof. This guy's 119 proof and everything is still in that bottle that was in that barrel. They did not proof it down, so it is dark, it is rich, it's complex, lots of barrel char. So now I'm wondering if I throw an ice cube in it, is it gonna brighten it up and make it that lighter, sweeter s'mores adventure that you get from those other double oaked, especially the toasted ones. Just gonna take this little half sphere ice cube that fits in there real nice. Stir that around a bit. Let's see what that does to it. Let's just experiment. Yeah, that did exactly what I thought it was going to do. It brought forward a lot of vanilla and creaminess, but since it's still pretty rich and heavy, all those vanilla flavors coming forward just makes you think of ice cream. That is delicious. I don't know if it's worth $110, That depends on you and your budget and where you're at right now and your experience. But I will not be buying a second bottle, but I will definitely be enjoying the heck out of this bottle. So at the end of the day, I'm going to put it at a buy once with no regrets. Well, thanks for joining me for this Whiskey Quickie review. If you like talking about whiskey, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below if you've ever had anything from Lucky 7 and what you think about it. Look forward to more reviews coming your way. Earn, protect, enjoy. Cheers.